Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys new here my channel, my name is Alison and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'll be showing you guys my June favorites, the stuff that I've been loving in this month. And now that I can finally say we went through 6 months, which is half a year, and time just go by really fast. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with the makeup item because I know a lot of you guys are here for the makeup. So first of all, I already did this review. This is the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation in the shade number 3. It gives you a light medium coverage and it does have an SPF of 15 sunscreen in it. And I have to say, after the first impression wear test on the video that you guys saw, I have been wearing this every single day now. I don't have it on today because I'm doing another foundation review, but this foundation, no joke guys, I have been loving it. I wear this for 12 hours straight and I don't get any super oily and separation on the foundation on my chin area, because if you guys watch my foundation review, you guys know my chin area is my problematic area and my foundation, it tends to separate on this area, and this foundation, it doesn't does that on my chin area, which is really nice, and it does stay up very nice on my oily skin. So even though 12 hours where I don't get super oily, it's just like my normal 5 to 8 hours wear of a foundation that kind of oil produced on the 12 hours mark. So I've been loving this, but it doesn't give me much coverage, which I like because I don't need a full coverage everyday look. But this would be a foundation that's good for everyday. You want a light coverage but you don't want to feel like you have foundation on top of your face. This is a very lightweight finish of a foundation. I've been loving it, and if I wear it to work continuously, then you guys know I've been loving this foundation. And now it might be safely to say that after testing it out, I think it could be my top 5 or top 10 foundation that I like for my oily skin. So moving on, this is the powder foundation from Bare Minerals Blemish Remedy. This is in the shade 02 Clearly Pro, and this is a blemish remedy because if you guys have acne, you guys don't want to put anything on top to make it worse, but this actually helps your blemishes. It helps to calm your acne, like active acne going on, but yeah, it still gives you a very nice coverage. And I would like to use this with a really dense brush, like a foundation brush, to apply this on my face because it doesn't give you a lot of coverage, but it does kind of tone out your skin tone and it looks nice. Even though you have acne going on, you can still put this on top of your acne. It doesn't just make it worse, it actually curl your acne. So I feel like this is a really good item for everyday look if you guys have acne going on your face and you still want to look good with a foundation on top. So this also has been my second foundation that I like to wear every day because I don't need a full coverage, I don't need a medium coverage. I just wanted to look more of a nice complexion, then I'll be using this powder foundation. And I want to say I really like the packaging here, and because it does have a little mesh here and the top part, it does have a stopper, so the powder, it doesn't go crazily in the cap or in the bottle, which is really similar with the Hourglass Fill setting powder that they just launched. And moving on, I do have a highlighter that I already used it for a year, but I never mentioned in the video because this is more like a natural makeup look of a highlighter. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade 10. Be My Highlight, and this highlighter, honestly, the shade and the formula, it's just really nice, very not buttery but very natural finish, but you can still see there's highlight on your cheekbones. And I have to say, this is the most natural highlighter I've been loving, and I have been using this every single day this week because it just looks like you have highlighter on but it's not blinding in your face. And I really like that kind of finishing right now because some of the days you don't want to look super intense, then I'll be using this highlighter. It just gives me like a sheen of color and the shade, it just matched me perfectly. So here, this is a big pen, and Essence is a drugstore. It only costs you $5 and it's just really worth the price. So when I swatch it, this is what the shade looks like. It's more like a peachy pink shade, and it just looks very natural, buttery, easy to blend. It's just my favorite highlighter in this month. And then moving on, I'm not sure did I mention this in my monthly favorites in last month, but this is the KKW concealer. I've been loving it. So usually with the celebrity kind of makeup brand, I feel like it's really sketchy because it's more like you're buying the product for the names. It's not like the product, but then I have been loving this concealer, and I think it did a really good job on this KKW concealer because it does really conceal, give me a nice coverage, and it's not super dry like the Tarte Shape Tape. If you guys have dry skin, you guys might try this out. You might like it if you guys want full coverage. And I've been using this for a month or two now since they launched. But I have to say, with the price, it doesn't give you much of a product inside. It only gives you like 0.162, and with my favorite Flower Beauty concealer, it gives you 0.21, but then this is a lot more expensive than the Flower Beauty. This is drugstore, and this is like the celebrity brand, and you're buying the product because of their name. But the product itself, I have to say, it's really nice. It does the job on conceal your dark circle, but it's not super drying or not super hydrating, because for my oily skin girl out there, sometimes you want something that not super matte finish, but it still gives you a coverage. So I would say this is a good concealer to try on if you want something in the middle and give you a coverage still. And I have to say, the packaging, I do like it. Acrylic finish bottle, and with the peachy nude cap, which is really in trend right now with all the packaging. And I have to say, I'm almost halfway through, I want to say. I'm not sure, but this concealer, I feel like it does run up really fast if you go ham on it, but I don't go ham on my concealer usually. I just use it to really conceal my under eye, so it could be last longer than usual beauty blogger, I feel like. Also, moving on, because of the hype, I have to get this Glossier Lash Sleek mascara, and this is the pink, baby pink bottle finish of the mascara. And I want to say, if you guys know me, you guys know I'm very picky. My eye is very picky on the product I use on my eye, because I do have very oily eye, and my tears, I feel like it's oily too. So the product I use is really picky. It has to be really super waterproof or super oily proof for my eye. But this Glossier mascara has passed the test. I did wear this at work for 12 hours, and it does the job on curling or separating my lashes into individual lashes, but it doesn't smudge on my face after 12 hours wearing, and it does the job on separating my lashes. But then I have to say, it does pass the wear test. I did wear this for a week for work, and it does pass that 12 hours wear, and it doesn't smudge on my lower lash line. It also separates very nicely on my lashes, but it's more of a natural looking mascara. So I would say, don't expect this will give you a length finish or any volumized finish on your lash. It just kind of separates nicely on your lash. So I would say this is a very good everyday makeup look for your mascara. It doesn't give you any bold looking lashes. Moving on, this is the oldie but a goodie. I talked about this last year video. This is the Tatcha Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen SPF 35. So this is a weightless sunscreen. It's formulated with Japanese wild rose and loquat leaf and silk extract to reduce the appearance of pores and leave skin looking beautiful and brighter. And also, I remember they say this you can use as a primer at the same time as an SPF. So I have to say, it does the job. It does really smooth out the skin, and it does act like a primer, but I don't see a difference of appearance of pores. I don't think it reduced that. And the reason I like this because it does the SPF 35 as a sunscreen, and also it does work as a primer. So I really like to apply this sunscreen before applying my makeup as a primer, because it does smooth out my skin texture, smooth out my skin, forehead, everything, and it does have that white finish, I want to say, but then when you blend it out, you don't see much of the white cast. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It's just a very silky finish of a SPF, and it really smooth and silken as it says. And also, it does smell very nice. It doesn't smell like a sunscreen, but I have to say, it only gives you a 35 SPF. So if you guys are going under the sun outdoor for the whole day, I don't recommend you using this, because this is more like a daily use, just for you driving to your workplace, or you just going out and about for grocery shopping, and not use this as a sunscreen that you're going for outdoor activities. So moving on, I have two brushes I've been loving. So first of all, this is the Morphe Y6 foundation brush. It does have a flat top and it just apply my Benefit Hello Happy foundation very nicely. And also it feels very soft when you just apply it on your face. You don't feel anything and you don't see any streak marks with this brush. So I've been loving this foundation brush to apply my more of a lightweight foundation lately. And then moving on, I have this Fenty Beauty highlighter brush in 120. At first, I don't think it worth the price for $30-ish to getting this higher brand brush, but after seeing a lot of review and a lot of videos, now I decide to purchase it, and I've been loving it because the shape of this brush is just perfect for the highlighter and the cheekbones area, your nose area. It fits perfectly on this C shapes, and also it fits perfectly on this nose area. It's just very easy to apply the highlighter. It just looks more intense and it just gives you a more easy application. I have been loving this and I use it every single day since I purchased this brush. Moving on to cleaning the brush, because I use this for everyday foundation brush, and you do want to clean it off before applying a new foundation on top, because when you do have a foundation on the brush, the dust, it just kind of cling on the brush easily throughout the day. So I like to wash it before I use for a new application. To wash this brush, I'm using this Sonia Kashuk Quick Clean Dry Brush Spray. But then I have to say, the scent of this dry brush spray, it doesn't smell pleasantly. I don't like the scent of it, but then it does the job. And I have to say, it does the job and just clean my brush very nicely. So usually I like to do it twice to make sure it's clean. So first one, I just kind of go around it on the first layer, and then I flip it over and then do a second layer. And you can still see there's stuff on the brush, so you want to make sure your brush is clean and it's ready to go for your foundation application, so that it's more hygienic and you don't get any acne. So last but not least, this is the item that I've been using for, I would say, almost a year now, but I never talk about it in my YouTube channel. But now I want to introduce you guys. This is the La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser, and this is for normal to oily skin. So this is something that I got it from Target. This is my second bottle. I have to say, I've been loving this. And if I purchase an item for a second time, you guys can tell I've been loving it. Honestly, I have a lot of face cleanser in my bathtub right now because I do like to try new stuff. But then when I want to go back to the item that I finished, and you can tell this is the item that I've been loving. And I want to say this item is a dermatologist test, and it also says for sensitive skin, it effectively cleans and remove excess oil. And I believe they said this could be removing your makeup, but I don't do that. Usually I go in with my cleansing oil and remove my makeup, and then I go in this to make sure my excess oil and my makeup is off. So I have to say, I have been loving this, and this is my second bottle and I'm halfway through already, and I will be continuously repurchase this item because I know this is something that I can trust, and this will be something that I feel fresh after throughout the day, and removing my makeup and feeling very clean on my face. Also, this is not something that is super expensive. It's just $15 and you get a whole size of 13.52 fluid ounce of this cleanser. It lasts you, I would say, 6 months to a year, depends how many products you use for one use. So I highly recommend you guys to try this out because it's affordable and also it's good for sensitive skin. And after using this, I can feel like my face is very clean. After wearing a lot of makeup through the day, you can still feel that freshness on your face. So this is something that it just sits in my bathtub. I like to use it at nighttime. In the morning time, I tend to use something else. Okay guys, so this is all the items that I've been loving in June, and hope you guys enjoy watching this video. If you guys do, please give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!